Hi guys, I'm Jenny with In Touch and we're back with another installment of 90 Day Follow-Up. To kick things off, we're starting with our OMG moment of the week. Now, let's start with the good news first. Sumit's divorce is finalized. And now for the not so good news. Well, firstly, he owes his dad $20,000. And second, his father refuses to accept a marriage between Sumit and Jenny. He even went as far as to say, quote, "We will stop you legally from marrying her. I will not allow you at any cost." Now, I'm not entirely sure what Sumit is going to do, but overall the situation just sucks. Okay, listen, when I first found out about Sumit, who is 32, and Jenny, who's 61, I was mostly convinced Sumit had mommy issues. But after seeing them together on the show, I totally support them. It's clear that Jenny really cares about Sumit and their relationship just seems so natural. Their chemistry is undeniable. I do see Sumit's parents' point of view, especially if they always thought that Sumit wanted kids of his own, but I'm not so sure threatening to take legal action is the right way to go here. After all, Sumit is 32 years old, and at this point, he can make his own decisions. Moving on to some 90-day news, Paul and Karine Staehle have returned to Brazil following their marital drama and had a big Halloween party with Karine's family. Paul shared many cute pics from the event, and by the looks of it, their drama seems to be behind them. And at the very least, it looks like an effort to fully reconcile is being made. As In Touch previously reported, the couple was briefly estranged following a blowout fight in July that was streamed via Instagram Live. The police were called twice to their home in Louisville, after which Karine left with Pierre. Paul and Karine then filed for restraining orders against each, and both were granted in August. But then on September 30th, In Touch exclusively confirmed that both parties agreed to dismiss their emergency protective orders, and they canceled their upcoming December 3rd custody hearing for Pierre. Paul and Karine weren't the only ones in the Halloween spirit. Jihoon also dressed up and shared pics of his Halloween costume. As it turns out, it may have been a nod to his estranged wife, Deavan Clegg. The 90 Day star dressed up as Edward Scissorhands, who Deavan just so happens to have a large portrait of tattooed on her arm. Coincidence? I highly doubt it. And honestly, it's kind of creepy considering everything the former couple is going through at the moment. For one, they're currently going through divorce proceedings, but then also Deavan accused Jihoon and his parents of child abuse, which they have denied. With everything going on, it doesn't seem like the right time to be paying homage to her tattoo. Like, what is the motive there? Moving on to news unrelated to Halloween, Olga was rushed to the hospital by her estranged husband Steven on Monday, November 2nd. According to a series of selfies the TLC star shared to her Instagram stories, she was in a ton of pain the previous night, so Steven gave her some pain meds and they drove to the hospital in the morning. It turns out that she had a UTI and may have passed some kidney stones. Sounds painful, but we're glad to hear that she's feeling better now. By the sounds of it, Olga and Steven are still living in the same house, even though they are no longer a couple. We're sure Olga was certainly happy to have Steven close by her during that health scare. And now for our couples counseling segment. Once again, we're giving it to Yazan and Brittany, whose relationship is hanging by a thread. I swear, if these two are still together for the tell-all, I'm not going to be able to handle it. In the most recent episode of The Other Way, Brittany is on her way to the airport when Yazan calls and starts yelling at her for supposedly wrecking his car. Yeah, it was just as absurd as it sounds and kind of made Yazan sound like a crazy person. The episode ends with Brittany saying there's no way she's going to Jordan, but on the preview for next week's episode, it looks like she went to Jordan. And look, I'm all for couples working on their issues, but these issues just seem too big. For one, Yazan wants Brittany to convert to Islam, and Brittany loves wearing low-cut tops and taking sexy selfies. It doesn't exactly meld well with the Muslim culture. And then there is the fact that Yazan seemingly has a chip on his shoulder and is constantly seeking validation for everything he does. We'll have to see how this plays out, but I'm personally hoping Brittany comes through with a yes queen moment. That's it for this week's 90 Day Follow-Up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and as always, we're leaving you with our memeable moment of the week.